Now, there is no forms of urgent energy in Mars, only in hell. So it's time to go and shut that down as well. Which is something Doom guys were very more than slightly able to do. Possibly he's gonna have way too much fun doing so, and they've also choking up black skies. Very empty. That looks like a worn down edifice of Doom Guy himself. Meaning that, yes, I guess the inhabitants of hell have some sort of religious system in which they worship things which frighten them. And Doom Guy is that thing they worship because, hey, they are very scared of him. And they are very wise to be so scared because Doom Guy hates them and does everything in his quite considerable ability to murder them all. And that's the basic thing. Explosions. Answer yes. Actually, that's a question. Explosions. Actually, no, that's not a question. That's a statement. Changing into bigger guns. And despite all the miniguns and all those lethal ordnance, the humble shotgun remains serviceable, right? Even very further. I guess it's stop. If you are something like a 6 foot plus badass with a science fiction armor, you can probably weigh quite a lot, especially when it's a kind of very protective and powerful armor. You can probably just rampage through quite much anything and everything without any kind of worry of the world. And oh shit. Oh damn, that was a bit too risky. Yup. Crash. But the demons are not too willing to let the Doom Guy just rampage to their home turf and fuck up their plans, whatever plans they were. And well, there is no mention about how unified the demons are, except, well, one thing they are certainly unified in. They are scared shitless of the Doom Guy, which more or less is the appropriate right reaction to armored maniac who is taking his lifetime mission of your annihilation. There, it's actually very wise to be afraid of something like that. And regular so-called baseline humans or whatever, they have nothing to fear about Doom Guy, except perhaps, well, him being very scary to them as well. But Doom Guy has no intention to harm humans. Not even unintentionally. If he can avoid killing humans, he will do it. So even the copying, even the deleting of the artificial intelligence supercomputer was clearly unpleasant for him. That's why he took the copy. And for someone to do like that, they can't be cruel by or selfish, or actually, well, Doom Guy only cares about killing demons and destroying whatever they make. Possibly also, very impressively, also desecrating them when he gets there. But generally speaking, he has no reason to be particularly he has no reason to be hostile to regular humans. Doing some and this is of course a bit different level from the others in that this has those secret areas, or maybe a bit different style. And of course there's the basic massive exploding with a magnetically powered rail gun. It's called ghost gun, but I think a rail gun would be better. I think it looks to have some sort of rail in it. That looks to be bad place. That looks to leading somewhere kind of forward place. But I'm gonna check this little side path first, mostly because this is not prominently visible, which hints there might be some secret goodies in here. Well, there was handy stuff, yes, but and Har is about once again going busy. Kick to the face. Just because that's what the Doom Guy does. Yep, going forward. Not much to say in level architecture, except that it's quite unremarkable for Doom, but then again, this has that big statue at the beginning, has some interesting structures about the narrative sense of Doom. Doom as a storytelling thing, even though game in which your basic idea is to go and kill everything in sight by an untalking maniac who is only interested in that kill everything in sight thing. Actually, no, not kill everything in sight, just kill everything demonic in sight. And he also doesn't care about how that thing particularly is then done. He just does it, and it usually with a quite impressive amount of eagerness. Yep. Well, still, anyways, these settings and weapons and so small little actions Doom Guy does, like the tell a bit thing. There's Doom actually is very visual in storytelling. not visual in sense of spectacle, although Doom does have visual spectacle in it. It's more visual in detail thing. The huge statue built about Doom guy, that tells something about the Doom guy, or better say about the dudes or its builders, which most likely are demons. So that tells that demons are capable of at least some degree of religious thinking, as in that they and the fact maybe the statue is built as some sort of attempt to placate, appease Doom guy, although that's something which is an attempt which is doomed to fail from the start. Or maybe it's some kind of other, has some sort of other ritualistic or talismanic meaning. Well, suffice to say, Doom guy is quite eager to prove that he is not, well, if there is a god, if he would be considered god, he would probably consider himself, at least the humans, he would be very frightening savior, and the demons, he's nothing but a merciless foe. Something that which kills big things and is meant to be very scary for little things. And it's extremely scary when the little things find out that hey, it ain't a myth, it's a reality, and there's a good reason to be scared of it. More data. Rockets too. Oh, luckily that wasn't a death pit. And hell inhabitants aren't too happy about Doom guy being here, which is not stupid at all, knowing that how endless amount of bad blood there seems to be with those two. Doom guy has no other interest towards hell except to see it destroyed by him and by manual effort, not by any boring press the button with a supreme and the nuclear explosions finish everything. Nope, he's all about doing it personally by hand. Like this. Rip off teeth and use them as a stabbing weapon against the guy who owned it. And then just... oh, that was a bit wrong target. I didn't want to kill that imp with a chainsaw, I wanted to kill a Hell Knight with it. Well, anyways. Stun bomb. And a shit. And lots of stuff to burn up. You're staying right there. Anybody more? Willing to get their head blown off? Or something other similarly violent? Oh. There he was. Anybody more? No. Good. That was getting boring. Yeah, Doom Guy is all ready to go. And being what he is, makes him all the more capable in causing immense amount of damage just by his mere own presence. But that is what this Doom Guy is meant to do. Damage stuff. Property damage to hell, of hell. That is what he is meant to do. That is his purpose, his goal. Oh. What was that all about? But there's something important here. Yes, it showed me a direction. The wraiths. And that seemed to either show a direction or just show a way or direction or anything like that, and they showed up when Doom Guy got the crucible first, so they do have some kind of connection. But then again, what is the exact history and of Doom Guy's existence is a bit of it's a bit of messy thing. Of course, it's meant to be. Doom Guy is a mystery character, not. Oh yeah, this is road forward, not there, and this was at whatever place there was. Going forward. Climbing up. Finding some handy, fun stuff. And I get back right here. Oh, there are more demonic things in here. Bring out the loud things. Yep, the minigun just, actually at least in the turret mode, just tears apart quite much anything and everything in existence. And that's what it's meant to do. It solves it. Strong argument on the rate of fire side of debate that should you get become more accurate or get more fire rate, and Doom Guy's chain gun or machine gun is all about that rate of fire thing. Where are you over there? Come on. And now he's gotten even angrier and going berserker. Little fashion, but just those imps are just so lanky that they look very malnourished, but then again they probably are very muscular, they don't have much of body fat, which makes them, it probably means that they are very fast despite their malnourished appearance. And you two I'm gonna kill. Mostly because Doom Guy is about to kill everything, any case. So he can, nobody should be able to say that he's especially angry towards them or especially angry towards someone else. No. Doom Guy is especially angry towards everybody. He plays no unfavorites. That's fair. Now stop spewing that crap out at me. You fat bastard. Or wanker or whatever. Good insult. Dead. Now just regular bullet spewing just because the unregular isn't. It makes Doom Guy a bit clumsier or slower than you could assume him to be, so sometimes it's just better to put the regular mode off and just actually I'm still using the siege turret mode so much that it's practically the default mode of fire, but the basic mode of fire at least has that really manly bark and roar in the gun, giving you complete free sense of absolute annihilation of killing things with the big guns. Where are you? Oh, there! You're out. And looks like Doom Guy is at it again, causing destruction beyond anything and everything can even hope to understand. More. That's time to use the crucible and open this, or break it open. And it shows more direction. But what are there? Well, if hell is a physical dimension which can actually invade other places, it means there must have been worlds where it invaded, and there's probably been. Well, of course, the deal with the devil thing is also probably also quite much applied to hell doing that they have benefited from desperates, and well, whistlings are always handy, even when you, well, they're always handy, and then of course once they've gone out of use you can just always ditch them. That's the basic idea of whistlings, which is to say if somebody voluntarily becomes traitor, it means that they're probably quite stupid, knowing that the regular reward from being a traitor is being killed by the guy who made use of you, sometimes not even that much. It's usually just like that. And but Doom Guy's history implies that but I personally think that the Doom Guy was one of those greenish folks, which are those greenish greenish ghosts. Doom Guy was one of them, and hell invaded his world, and of course Doom Guy went to fought against it, and of course Doom Guy had a son who died in that combat, and the powers of hell made a deal that if Doom Guy would betray his fellows or his companions, the powers of hell would bring his son back to life, And in a sense they did. They brought him back as a horrifying mindless demon monster. And well, suffice to say, the guy who was... that the Doom guy didn't take it so well. He actually got so angry and crazy that he became something, not just a desperate person, but some sort of avatar of vengeance. And after that it's just being a Doom guy, which is to say killing everything. He's been killing demons since that. And knowing that he betrayed what he found for something very valuable, and they betrayed him by pissing on what he found very valuable. It made quite simple case that, oh yeah, no more try to be anything else except to now to get back to that you fucked up the deal. Now you're paying back. Now you're gonna pay me back. Because maybe the demons in hell don't have ability to bring back dead as they were. Maybe they just are completely different things. As in assholes of completely different style. Down, out. And heavy assault rifle blew up that thing's head, which is good because Doom guy likes heads being blown off. Also likes demons being blown up. But I still wonder, are those demons actually in a sense mortal, or is their body just some sort of shell which is broken and they just rebuild it or reincarnate or reappear elsewhere? Hard to say. Possibly maybe all of those things, maybe none of them. Hard to say. No, so what to say, they are ill-tempered, scary, and they go through dimensions, meaning that's why they show up. Some of them, and they are very real, so yeah, it's not a matter of faith, they are absolutely about as real as anything can be. Those things are that. Shit, I will died. That. Well, gotta do this fight. Alright. That was a bit of a violent, but Doom is a game which, well, I don't think at least this version of Doom is probably something that you cannot play non-violently. Although I've seen that somebody managed to, using all kinds of trickery and infighting and all that kind of stuff, did manage to defeat all the classic episodes of Doom without firing a single shot or even what's the word? Oh yeah, well, or punching them either. He didn't attack any foes at all. He just, those which he had to kill, he managed to get into infighting or environmental hazards, which is in a sense very impressive feat. Although this is, Doom is not played for a pacifistic style. Doom is played for mayhem. Oh, but luckily Doom guy has impressive super armor. There they are, 4 ghosts. So time to drop down. And Olivia, say hello to Olivia Pierce. You look so shit. Much. And she was stunned and sinks to this blood-like ground with... and look at that. You cannot make Doom without classic monster. The Cyber Spider, aka Spider Demon or lots of what to say. Yeah, she's got big guns, nasty attitude. And I'm gonna... I'm shooting her with a BFG just to hurt her. Oh yeah, and unlike the classic version of the Spider Demon, that also knows how to do that flip move, and it doesn't seem too happy. Oh, and the bloody big brain is pulsating. Oops! Thanks for that, and you are fucking sneaky bitch. Yep. The demons decided to do a bit of a cutting deal and made Olivia Pierce some sort of demonic monster, cyber demonic monstrosity. It's a real shame I just can't get my chainsaw out and tear her up with that. Trying to bring out the minigun. Once again blast her with a BFG and use the minigun again. More BFG. And looks like she's quite bad shape. Doesn't look too healthy either. Is she even... Yep, she looks like she's about to be beaten down. Which is interesting, usually bosses start much weaker and then when the end comes they get more angrier and meaner and dangerous, but this one... I see that she's in a bad shape. Going down! Looking very bad at you. So time to open wide, bitch! And eat it! That's it. Olivia Pierce is dead. And with it... Yep. And Samuel Hayden brought Doom Guy back.
You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work, come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
So, Samuel Hayden thought that Doom Guy is very dangerous, but there may still be of use, and thus ends Doom. A very good fun action game, with immense amount of blood, gore, violence, death, mayhemizing, and general nastiness. Well, it's time to actually end this whole Let's Play and go to some other game, possibly later. Except, yeah, this can be seen elsewhere. It Software, guys who made the modern FPS.